Alright, so I'm going to get into the cages real quick. First thing I wanted to say is in America, the standard square inch space that you need, that a hamster needs to thrive, is 450 square inches. The way you can find this for any cage, anywhere, on the internet, in stores, if you're making it, is measuring the length of the cage by the width of the cage. And that will give you this, you multiply that, get the square inches, you're tight, you're good to go. So I did that for all of these cages. Some of them are a little estimates, especially when it gets to the better cages, like the DIY cages. I had to estimate because I don't have any DIY cages right now. But I've made a few. So you get what I'm saying. Anyway, the first cage I want to get into is the Midwest Homes for Pets Hamster Cage. It says it's an awesome arcade-themed hamster cage. This cage is so tiny. It's not the smallest one on my list, but I could see why people would be interested in it. Here it is right here, or on the slide, or what have you. But it looks so cool, and I think if it would have been made bigger, I feel like a lot of these cages, if they were just bigger, it would be like so much better. The price for this is $41.98 on Amazon. So this is all in American pricings. If you're somewhere else, like, I don't even know if these cages will be available to you, because literally everywhere else in the world has better cages and like better like husbandry for hamsters. Like, they care so much more. Here in America, we don't really, like, they don't care. People don't care. And that sucks, you know, and it really is like a sad reality. Because there isn't a lot of like good information in pet stores or whatever. But if you go somewhere, especially in like Germany, they are in, you know, the thousands of square inches is how much they think a hamster needs, which is so awesome. And it's nice that there is a lot of us in the pet tube community who are like raising our standards. I know like 2 years ago it was like 300, what was it, like 320, 360, something like that, square inches, and now it's up to 450. But a lot of pet tubers you see will have way more than that, because we know what a hamster needs to be enriched. So this cage, the Midwest Homes for Pets Hamster Cage, which I don't get this. Midwest makes so many good hamster cages, and this one sucks. It is 18.11 inches in length and 11.61 inches in width, making it 203-ish square inches, you know, give or take some. And it's 21.26 inches high, and that is just because of that weird back panel that has a hide, a platform, or two platforms, and the wheel. The wheel is 6 inches, right? So that could work for like a Robo and maybe like a Jungarian hamster. That's what, or a winter white, if, you know, some people call him that. That's what Buzz is. So that could work for him. He's in a 6.5 inch wheel. His back doesn't bend at all. He's fine. But it still could be too small for some bigger dwarf hamsters. And that sucks. And there's really no way in this cage that you can put like a bigger wheel in. I can't even like fathom to see where you could do that at. Because like I don't know what the height of the like where the wire cage is, but there's no way you could fit like a 10-inch wheel, which is, or like a 9-inch wheel, which is what like a smaller Syrian would need. So, but it comes with a hide and a food dish and some tubes. The next cage I want to talk about is the Iris USA Hamster and Gerbil Pet Cage. It is priced at $26.21 on Amazon. The dimensions are 14.06 times 9.5, so 14.06, 9.25, sorry. So it's 130.05 square inches. This is the smallest cage in this review. It has a 6-inch wheel. It is clearly targeted for children. It's a bad cage, y'all. It's a bad cage. It's very small. It has a platform and a hide from what it looks like. It's got rainbows in the back. It's so cute. But I guess it comes with a food dish too. The bottom part It's 11.5 inches in height, by the way. So 11.5 inches tall. So you cannot put, for if you had a female hamster, a female Syrian hamster, you would need a, probably a 12-inch wheel. I have a Syrian hamster. She's moving up to an 11-inch wheel. She's 2 months old. So, and she'll get bigger. You know, I'll have to get like a 12-inch wheel. I don't know if they make any bigger wheels. But she's a big girl, so, which I talked about in my last video. But you could not put a Syrian hamster in here. If you put a dwarf hamster in here, I'm so sorry, but that wheel is like 6 inches. The top part of it, it looks, so there's like a hole at the top that you can like reach in. I didn't see one on the first one, like a good place to reach in. All of these cages would be like incredibly hard to clean. Like insanely hard to clean. I have to look this one up. So everyone who doesn't know should know, in the hamster community, we like to reach in like this from the side. Even if you come up, you want to go and kind of scoop from the side if you want to pick up and interact with your hamster. If you're coming in from the top, they're going to think you're like something trying to eat them. So these cages are just like poorly designed because there's no way to interact with your hamster. Are they just supposed to sit on a shelf somewhere? Are they a decoration? The next cage, which makes me so sad because this company makes a really awesome cage that I'm going to talk about in a little while. This is the preview or however you want to say it. It's spelled really weird. Hendrix Deluxe Cage. It is $39.88 on Amazon. The dimensions are 22.5 in length and 12 inches in width. So it's bigger. It's the biggest one of the bad cages, but it's still not big enough. I don't know what the standards for mice is, but this might work for a mouse. Then again, I'm not sure. And it's 12.5 inches tall. And it's got 2 hidey holes, or 2 hideys, but it's got a wire mesh. The platforms that it's on, you can see they're wire mesh. And so you would have to put something there anyway, which when you buy a cage, you don't want, like, especially like parents, they buy a cage, they don't want to do anything to it. They want to put the bedding in, put the food in, put the water bottle in the wheel, call it a day. The other bad thing about this cage, it has a wheel that is, I think, 5 inches in diameter. It doesn't say anywhere on the listing, but it is a barred wheel. Mesh wheels and barred wheels, for those of you who don't know, can cause bumblefoot. There is a really good video out there on how bumblefoot happens. If I can find that video, I'm going to link it in the description below. But yeah, it can cause bumblefoot. And if you don't want to watch that video, you can just like Google it. But this is a infection that hamsters can get from getting their foot, or any rodent, any small pet. Rats, mice, gerbils, hamsters, not guinea pigs, don't put a guinea pig on a wheel. Sugar gliders, chinchillas, hedgehogs, the whole nine can get, because they can get their they have little tiny feet and they can get them stuck in those holes. We don't want that. So this cage sucks. The next cage I want to talk about is the B Pet Hamster Cage. It's $49.21 on Amazon, which means it is our most expensive bad cage. It is 17 inches in diameter and 11.8 inches in width, 17 inches tall, 208.86 square inches. Now, oh boy, it is a platform cage. Platforms and cage do not equal more square footage. Square footage? I wish I could give my hamster square footage. Square inches. That does not make it have more space. It just gives more enrichment. I see a lot of like miscommunication in that, where people think like, oh, it has platforms, it's bigger, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's just taller and more dangerous. Dwarf hamsters typically don't like to climb. I know my dwarf hamster could care less about climbing on things. He is a chewer, he is a burrower, that's about it. My Syrian hamster, Queen, will climb on anything. That's why I got the Midwest Double Critter Nation, because she can climb and she can try not to cuss, y'all. I was in the Navy. I'm so sorry. She can climb and she can, you know, do her thing. But this is a platformed cage. It comes with a food bowl. I think it comes with a water bottle. Let's see. Yeah, the water bottle, a bedroom, which is the hide on top that looks like a cat, which I think is kind of ironic because why would a hamster sleep in a cat head, even though I have cat hides for my hamster? Okay, we're not going to talk about it. I don't have this cage. But it is a little cat, I think. Comes with a food bowl, 2 slides, and an exercise wheel. The exercise wheel is 4 inches in diameter. 4 inches. Like this big. Like this big. It's so small. If you put even like, the only hamster that could use a 4-inch wheel is a baby robo. I can't say their full name, but it's, you know what a robo is. A baby robo could use that. But this cage comes in 4 colors. It comes in blue, green, yellow, and pink because it's targeted towards children. It says 3-level design, giving more space for your little friend to climb and play to get the unlimited DIY fun. Provides a safe, well-ventilated, fun, and comfortable place for your pet. Ideal habitat for dwarf hamsters, gerbils, mice, and exotic pets. Yep. So, y'all, I don't even know. This cage is so bad. It's not even like the smallest one. Pickles Pets did a review on the smallest cage I think she could find on Amazon, and it was literally like this big around and like this tall. It was so sad. But those are the bad cages you can buy on Amazon. Now I'm going to get into the good cages you can buy on Amazon. Alright, so we're going to talk about the good cages you can buy on Amazon right now. Today, you don't want to do any kind of like modifications to it. These are the two cages right now you can go buy on Amazon that you don't do any modifications to it. The first one is a Lixit, Lixit, Animal Care Savic Hamster Heaven Metro Cage. It is $137, which I know it's a little expensive, right? But it's a really good cage. It provides 630 square inches and it is 20 inches high. It comes with a 6.5-inch wheel, which, like I said earlier, is suitable for most dwarf hamsters, but not for Syrian hamsters. For Syrian hamsters, you would have to buy a bigger wheel, like a 9-inch wheel and up. But this cage can accommodate for that because it's 20 inches high. It has 2 platforms. My picture got kind of cut off. 2 platforms, a couple hideys, some tubes that are like large tubes. They kind of remind me of the Habitura Ovo tubes. And then it also has like a little like apartment on top. So it looks like your standard like store-bought cage. You know, it's brightly colored. It's pink and green and blue and whatever. So it like, kids could, you know, would see this cage and be like, oh my god, I love that cage. Because it's brightly colored. I know a lot of people who like this cage. I've seen it in classrooms. I've seen it in little kids' bedrooms and stuff. I think it's a pretty good cage. The bar spacing is nice, you know, so you don't have to worry about your little friend scooting out of there. The only problem is it is expensive. It's $137, like I said, on Amazon. But it's Prime shipping, so you don't have to pay shipping, which is really cool. The next great cage, Munchie's Place, actually has talked about this cage so many times. She's the reason I know about this cage. I will link her below. I doubt she knows I exist, but she's super cool. I love her videos, and I love what she's doing for the hamster community on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast, if you guys didn't know that. So I live a long way away from her, but I think the things that she's doing and the way that she is spreading education is so awesome. So this cage is the Preview Pet Products 528 Universal Small Animal Home. And it is $66.99. So like $20 more than the bad cages we were talking about. So for $20 more, you can buy a better cage. It comes with a flat platform, so it doesn't add square inches, but it does have more room for enrichment, which I say this a lot. Hamsters need a lot of enrichment. They get real bored. They're like little kids, okay? I would know. I work with children. But it's 17.5 inches tall, so you could fit a very big wheel in here, up to a 12-inch wheel, which is nice. And you could take out the platform as well. You do not have to have the platform in it. But the platform comes with a nice ramp. Clips in there nice. I saw Munchie's video. She literally has a video putting it together. I will link it in the bio. In the bio? Is that what we still call these things? I've been around for too long. Description. The only thing that this one doesn't come with that the other ones did was a wheel. But you can find a lot of wheels online for quite cheap. The 10-inch silent spinner is $20 on Amazon. The 11-inch comfort wheel, I just bought this, it's $16 on Amazon. And you can also find them in PetSmart. And I think Petco carries them as well. Do not buy the barred cages, obviously. And then there's another brand that Munchie has talked about, and they're really cute. They're like pastel, but I cannot remember the name of them right now. But I will link them in the bio, and I will link all the good cages in the bio as well. I'm not going to link the bad ones, obviously. Alright, now for the ones that the one cage that I love that you would have to modify is the cage that I have behind me, right there. As you can see, I have the Double Critter Nation. Actually, it's the one from PetSmart. It's the All Living Things one. But the Midwest Critter Nation and the Midwest Double Critter Nation, the single Critter Nation is $134.41. It's made for rats. It's made for ferrets. And it provides 900 square inches of space. 3 feet by 2 feet. Like, it's huge. It is amazing how many square inches you get. But you have to buy these bins that I talked about in my last video. And they are cement mixing bins. And they curve in like this. So they have a rounded bottom. Which takes away a few inches. So I would say about 880 square inches is how much space you get. It includes a platform for enrichment, which is really nice. Like I said, my Syrian hamster, Queen, loves it. While Buzz, my dwarf hamster, could care less. But for Buzz, he also has a smaller wheel, so I don't have to really worry about having so much more space for him, even though he still runs around just like any other hamster. The price is a little high on this one. My cage that I bought was listed in the store for $290, but I bought it for $219 because I price matched it from the website. So keep that in mind. But if you want to order it from Amazon, you want to get it in 2 days, you don't want to worry about it, $134. They have the double as well. So if you have 2 hamsters like I do, you could do that. Alright. The next few cages. The next few cages are either things that you can DIY or things that you wouldn't think to use for hamster cages, but have become kind of normal in the hamster pet tube community. Queen, making a video. What do you need? What do you think she needs? Queen, what is it, baby? Hi, Mama. Oh, you smelling me? Hello. Hello, honey. Hi. Oh, I love you so much. You are such a cute little baby. Okay. Wow. I love her. She's so cute. I would take her out, but we're not good on taming yet. So, the first one I want to talk about is the IKEA D-Toff. This is a shelf. It's the IKEA D-Toff. It is a display case from IKEA, and it is around $60. Unless you buy it on Amazon, then it's $200. So just go get it at IKEA. It provides around 1,040 square inches of floor space. It's super long. It is a display case. It's supposed to be up, you know, standing tall, but it stands not tall. It stands long, and you have to, you know, put it on a table or whatever. It is glass and glass, so the back wall and the front part of the cage are glass, and the bottom is wood, and the two sides are wood. The only problem with this is you would have to go and make your own DIY lids. There are a bunch of Pinterest posts that have made this. Hammy Lux, I know she's not super active right now. She made them and talked about like the dimensions and stuff in a video a long time ago. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find it. But I've never had the IKEA detail off. I wanted to get it for Buzz when I first got him, but it just never worked out. The next one I want to talk about are bin cages. These are the best cages ever. Oh my gosh. I will always tell new hamster owners to get a bin. You can find them. I recommend 110 quarts and up. You can get them at Target, you can get them at Walmart, you can get them at the dollar store. The dollar store. But usually they're around $20 for the whole thing, all the materials you'll need. For mine, I never put chicken wire or anything on mine, or mesh or anything like that. I just drilled a bunch of holes in it in varying sizes, and it just worked out perfectly. Buzz was in a bin cage when I first got him. Queen was in a bin cage. I still have Queen's. I don't have Buzz's bin cage anymore. We ended up giving it away to somebody who got a hamster and had the wrong cage. So yeah, the bin cages are the best. They're just so great, and they're so customizable. You can stack as many as you want on top of each other or long ways, so you can literally provide as many square inches as you want, starting out at like 600. I think that's how much the 110 quart bins are. Always get the ones with the latches. Those can be a little bit more pricey, like $16. They're super awesome, super customizable. You can literally do as much with a bin cage that you can with a tank. And they're light, and they're super easy to move. I know a girl who lives around here who isn't in the pet community, and I'm not gonna mention her name or anything, but she has a bin cage that has wheels on it. Like, she drilled and put like the screwy wheels that you can like order that come with like bookshelves and stuff. Put those on it so she can wheel it around her house, and it's like one of the ones that's like 1,000 square inches of floor space, which is so awesome. And it's the cheapest option too. Plus, you can, like I said, you can customize them. You can put wrapping paper behind them to make them have a cute feel, especially for like little kids. You know, they want like cute stuff. They're the best. They're the best. I will always recommend bin cages. The next is tanks. Fish tanks, reptile tanks, whatever. 40 gallons or more is what is recommended. The square inches it's a little weird because it's like depends on if you get a long one or like whatever. But Buzz, before I moved him into this double critter nation, was in an Exoterra, which was about 40 gallons. It was the largest Exoterra you can get, so it gave him about 600 square inches of floor space. I can't remember the exact dimensions on it right now. I think it was 18 by 24, or 24 by 18, whatever. Which was really cool, and that one was really easy to get into because it had the latch on the front, and then it also had the mesh lid. It was like $190 though. It's expensive. So, and like tanks can get kind of expensive. I recommend buying them used if you want to get a tank. And the last one is rabbit hutches. There are so many rabbit hutches. And I don't recommend them for any rabbit. But they have awesome floor space for hamsters, and some of them are pretty like customizable too. A lot of them are wooden, so they like have a really nice like modern feel to them. And the price varies, so I really can't. The price and the square inches varies. But you can find them on Amazon, you can find them on Wayfair, you can find them on Craigslist, eBay, wherever. Which is super awesome. And a lot of them have like drawers at the bottom, so they're like easy to clean. That was this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me if I'm doing something stupid, what I can do to improve these videos, what else you guys want to see. You guys hear that? Queen's drinking. Hussy. Anyway, what you guys want to see, also hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I post. I post once at the beginning of the week and once at the end of the week. Sometimes more in between, just depends on how much I film. I will see you guys next time, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!